Something very exciting happening on Friday. Maybe you're looking to get some new plants. Liz Campbell is joining me now from Betty Alpine Ford Gardens. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
Okay, so we're talking about an amazing event that you have going on Friday, the membership drive and perennial plant sale. Tell me a little bit about the event.
It's a plant sale, and we sell perennial and alpine plants. So these are unique plants that you would not find at any of the big box stores. It's actually quite a lot of fun. If you want a unique garden, you definitely want to come by our plant sale.
Definitely, second homeowners or first homeowners here in the Vail Valley, alpine plants are the best because they thrive in this environment, as you had said before. And tell me where Betty Ford Alpine Gardens are located.
Betty Ford Alpine Gardens are located in Ford Park. And there is parking up in Ford Park, but there is a little bit of construction going on. It's just as easy to park over at the either at the Ford Park or over at the Ford Park parking structure, and then walking along the frontage road.
A gorgeous setting, and beautiful views. So a lot of fun for everyone to come on out. How many people are you expecting for this event?
You know, this is only our second year, so we're not really quite sure. As I mentioned, members do receive a discount. Those are some of the irises. That's the crevice garden, which is actually in bloom right now. It blooms early. Those are a lot of the alpine plants. They're designed in a display to really mimic what the crevices up at a high alpine environment would look like when it's in bloom.
Now, are the plants that are being sold is perennial? That means they come back every year?
Yes, they're perennial plants. And again, it's there is a lot of those alpine plants which you just aren't going to find anywhere in this valley.
Yeah, I believe it. I know I've kind of been trying to get into gardening a little bit myself. I don't really have a green thumb. My mother does, but I don't. But you can still, whether you have a green thumb or not, you can always get tips and advice there, I'm sure, from those selling the plants.
Yes, and we'll have gardeners and horticulturists on site that will be able to answer any of your questions. These plants, like I mentioned, are very unique. So if you want your garden to not look like your neighbor's garden and everybody else's garden in the neighborhood with the same types of plants, please stop by. And it starts tomorrow and it goes for a full week. However, most of the very unique plants will be sold out by the end of the weekend.
Now let's talk a little bit about the memberships, because you can become a member of Betty Ford Alpine Gardens, and this will get you some great benefits as well.
Yes, we are a botanical garden. We're funded mostly by individuals. Members receive access to over 300 public gardens across the country. So Denver Botanic Gardens, and through any of your travels, you would be able to visit the Botanic Garden for free. And a lot of times it's you and a guest. So the membership, while it's mostly a philanthropic gift, does have some benefits. We also have events that you would be invited to, exclusive events, breakfast in the gardens, discounts at our gift shop, and then our programming.
And now, what are some of the programs that are offered through Betty Ford Alpine Gardens?
So we built an education center a couple of years ago, and it's enabled us to dramatically expand the educational programs that we offer. We have a series of presentations. We have a traveling exhibit now on display. We have workshops, and these are all designed to, this year the theme is pollinators. So many of our programs are designed around the pollinators and to educate the community about pollinators and the importance of pollinators. They're on a drastic decline across the country. And of course, pollinators are responsible for not only food production, but also for our wildflowers. And so we're trying to educate the community about this in hopes that they will take some steps themselves to put pollinator gardens into their gardening, create pollinator habitat throughout their landscape. So there's a lot of programs going on all summer long, and again, members do get a slight discount on select programs.
And if you're not a member, you can still attend these programs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's open to the public. In the summertime, we have yoga. This year, we're introducing area yoga. We have cooking demonstrations. We have bluegrass in the gardens.
Oh,
so
fun.
there's really quite a smorgasbord of opportunities to get engaged with the garden.
Oh, that's amazing. I definitely, breakfast in the gardens. That sounds like something I want to be doing.
That is
Looking at
only
memberships.
for our members.
Mm-hmm.
But it is free and available to any of our supporters.
Well, thank you so much, Liz. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you coming on the show today. You can get more information about Betty Ford Alpine Gardens and memberships as well. So you can go to Breakfast in the Gardens at bettyfordalpinegardens.org. Coming up next, we're going to give you a quick look at that weather forecast and more with Epic Mornings.